So yeah, man, you know, we right back to the shit. Y'all know the vibes, man. We on number 16, bro. You fucking remember being 16 years old? What life was like back then? It's way different now, ain't it? I don't give a fuck who you are. Even if you 17 now, shit different than it was last year, ain't it? Anyways, we back again, just touching bases, tapping in, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you call it. About to go back to our spot, you know, get out this monkey suit, change into something a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more appropriate. Since I'm talking to friends and family right now, because that's really the only people that's watching this shit. I'm talking to friends and family right now. I don't gotta be all formal and shit. I ain't gotta be business casual for that shit. So I've decided to not do like a daily countdown for the 100-day challenge, even though technically we on day 97 right now. I'm not gonna add it into the title of the videos no more. I did it one time, but I don't like how it looked. And even I'm not trying to SEO these videos, or I'm not trying to really tag them for impressions and things like that. I don't know, it just looked clunky to me, and I liked how the original titles looked with just, you know, the number 1 or the number 15 or the number whatever. So I'm gonna do it like that, but I'll keep y'all updated on the progress and the process of what's going on while it's going on. So found a product, I think. Found a product, so the website's launching here in a couple of days. I'm really gonna take my time to build this first one just so I kind of have a template down in my mind. That way I can just go back to it whenever I have a new product I wanna try. That, and I'm waiting to get paid so I could actually put some money behind the website. At least a little bit, not a whole bunch, because it is just a test product and I don't know how it's gonna do yet, but I do wanna put something into the actual advertising and building up the site and everything like that, just because I want it to be the best it possibly can be. So we doing that. And if you're watching this, I'm sure that you watched my latest drop, you know, the random shit I seen video. Hopefully you got a chance to check it out. Hopefully you like it. A lot of tweaks on my end, got to go into a lot of things I got to do a little bit differently and get better at, as far as the sound quality and just, you know, organizing the actual video. But that's gonna come in time. You know, it's the very first time I've ever done something like that, and in the format I'm doing it, the way I have to record it is a little bit different, a little more challenging. But after I do it a couple of times, it's not gonna be that hard. It's just like when I first started doing reaction videos. It was kind of challenging at first because I didn't really know how, what, when, where, or, you know, why something was put together, you know, why I had to do this, why I had to do that. But that being said, as you know, I got to change clothes behind the trash can and the chip boxes. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll talk to y'all niggas in a little bit. All right, so we back. And if the camera looks weird, it's because I found a new setting on this motherfucker. And I'm about to up the quality on this bitch. Even if it is just some little shit. Make sure I ain't forget nothing back there. I did it. But yeah, so hopefully you got a chance to see the new format of content I'm gonna be putting out for a little while. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing it. I kind of like the fact that I don't gotta show my face on the camera, just because, you know, as you can see, I need a fucking haircut. My hairline is gone. I need to shave. We going through it right now. Not literally going through it, but we going through it right now. So it's nice to just have my voice on the video and not my face, so y'all don't get to see all of that shit. I mean, unless you watch these videos too, but everybody that watch those ain't watching these. I know that. So I'm not even tripping on that, not even worried about that. But that is something that I'm working on, and that is something I'm going to continue to do every day. I'll get better at it as time goes on. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. If not, fuck it, whatever, I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, that's that on that. Now moving on to how I'm feeling mentally, my mind state, and just my feeling about everything. But you see them clouds, and we've talked about this already. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm still in the clouds. I'm still like, this is going to be a long drawn out process. I could tell this isn't going to be something that's going to be short. It's not something that's going to go away. And the reason why is because whenever I feel like I'm in a settling place where I could be like, okay, let me just allow this to happen, or let me wait and see what's going to go on with this. You know, I get a phone call or email or a text or something that just kind of shakes me back into reality. Like, yo, this is something we got to deal with relatively quickly. We don't really have a whole bunch of time to be bullshitting on it and you know, really wasting time dealing with this. So when I look at it from that perspective, and I'm gonna put my bag down in this cart right here. I'm not gonna keep the cart, but you know, I'm gonna put my bag down there. When I look at it from that perspective, I know it's gonna be a while before I get to the resolution that I want. However, I will say this, in the meantime, you know, I've started really phone flipping again, and actually not just phone flipping, or not just iPhone flipping, but I've added Galaxies and I'm doing digital cameras. So if you want a way to make some money in your city, buy iPhones for the low, buy Galaxies for the low, buy digital cameras for the low and flip them. I'm telling you right now, that's the wave, and that's gonna always be able to get you paid. That's just a little secret gem right there. Not really a secret gem because there's so many people in your city already doing it, but download OfferUp, get your ass on there, make some cheese, man. You know, preferably. Now, I've told y'all before, and I kind of am going off base right here from what I was talking about, but I'm going to try to tie it back in at the end. But I told y'all before, you can start with like 300, 150, and that's true. But the more cash that you start with, the more buying power you have. This is a cash-based business that I'm talking about as far as flipping electronics. So you need to have some cash, you know what I mean? 1,500, 2 grand. The more you have, the more you could buy. Because what happens is if you got $300 and you buy a $200 iPhone or a $250 iPhone, then that $250 is held up until you sell that item. Now, if you sell it locally, you can get the same cash back the same day. That's cool. But if you're selling it online, eBay, Mercari, anywhere like that, Swappa, anywhere like that, you gonna have to wait a couple of days for that bread to come back. And if you're waiting for the bread to come back, that means you can't go make no more money because you don't have the money to spend. That's why I say, you know, have you a little surplus of cash, you know what I'm saying? Build you up 3K and you could be good to go, I promise you. As long as, and here's the secret, as long as you're not spending the money that you flipping, meaning that you're not paying yourself out of that shit until you get to 5 grand, till you get to 10 grand, then it'll work for you. But if you picking off of it while you still making the money, eventually what's gonna happen is those profits are gonna dry up and then you starting to spend your seed money. Because what you'll do, and this is what I told myself at the time, oh shit, well I made 300 this week, so I can spend 150, I'll make it back. Then you don't make that 150 back, then you spending what you started with, your seed money, and that's not what you wanna do. That's the antithesis, I think that's a word. That's the anti of what you wanna do. So stay away from that. And to tie that all in, that's actually helping with my mental too, because you know, we all love to make money, but I love to make money my way, and flipping electronics is one of my favorite things to do. It's a hobby of mine. Not really a hobby of mine. Some people call it side hustle, hobby, whatever, but you know, it's fun to me to do that, to negotiate, go pick up the item, and then have the item turn out the way that it was advertised or that you negotiated for. I mean, I don't know. I like making $100 plus on some shit, but that's just me. That's just my way of thinking about it. And speaking of thinking about it, I'm gonna leave y'all that to think with. I'm gonna get up off this motherfucker, but as usual, as always, peace and love. I hope you, your family, your loved ones, everybody's good, man. I hope y'all thriving. And really, I'm gonna leave it at that. But I do got a question for you. What's that shit I be saying on the reaction videos? Alright then, y'all.